Walk with me, talk, walk with me, find your way.
Hi there and welcome to the drawing part of these Walk With Me workshops. For these activities you'll need something to draw with and something to draw on, so you can use paper or a sketchbook or bits of recycled paper, maybe a clipboard or a book to lean on, and you can draw any size you like, big or small. You can use pens, pencils, charcoal, whatever art materials you have lying around, or even just a biro is fine. So don't feel that you have to buy special materials, but if you do, just play with what you like. You can use colour, so in the second activity especially, you can use colouring pens or paint. I'm going to show you with paint, but you could use pens as well, or coloured pencils or pastels. And we will need some card also, because I'm going to show you how to make a viewfinder for the first activity. So you'll need a piece of card, and that could be from the back of a cereal packet, it could be some cardboard you've got lying around at home, or you could cut it from A4 card. So let's gather those things and watch the activities. For our drawing activity, I'm just going to show you how to make a viewfinder. So all you'll need for this is a piece of card, preferably something a bit thicker than paper, although paper will do fine. And then what we want to do is fold that card in half. And what we're making basically is the frame that we will select what we're drawing through. So fold your piece of paper in half, so you've got something like this. And then what we want to do is decide what shape you want to make. So you might like to make a square or a rectangle, or even a different shape. So with a ruler, what you can do is mark off let's mark something like this. So I'm just using my ruler to make sure I get nice right angles. There you go. And then now if that's going to be half of my viewfinder, so that's going to make quite a big viewfinder. I might think actually that's a bit big, because obviously the bigger your viewfinder, the more you're going to have to fit in it. And actually I think I would like to do something maybe quite little, so I think I'm going to go with something like that actually, which might make me a kind of square shape. And then what you can do is cut your shape out. So if I was measuring, I could measure this exactly. So this space is half of this space, which would make me a nice square. There you go. And then fold that out. And there's your viewfinder. So actually, miraculously, I think it is pretty much a square. And I'll be showing you how to use these shortly. Then you can make other viewfinders. You could use your shape you cut out to make a viewfinder in. Maybe I would like to make kind of quite a funky little triangle shape, and then I could get some interesting views from that. Or even use something round to draw around, and you'll get a circular viewfinder. You could make a long, narrow viewfinder. Okay, so say you have a piece of shape card like that, like a horizontal piece. We could cut that out, use our ruler. And if you've got a measuring mat like this, you could use it to square up the lines. And there I have a nice long thin viewfinder. I've come down to the River Severn, this beautiful spot here, to do our drawing activity with the viewfinders we've just made. So how I'm going to use this is hold it up, find some interesting views, could be far away, could be something close up. We'll look at some of those in a second, some things you might look at. And in my sketchbook I've got ready my boxes, which are optional, see, but you might like to make them to keep the frame size you're using the same. You can use your viewfinder to find close-up details, interesting views of buildings, compositions involving nature or colour, or an interesting view down a street. You can also find interesting views around your home. Then draw what you see in your sketchbook using frames if you like. Try not to worry too much about it being a good drawing. We're just trying to make a kind of visual diary of what you see on your walk. For another drawing activity, you could find an object from your walk like a leaf, or you could draw a shape and take that drawing home with you. Next, using the same piece of paper or a page in your sketchbook, make several line drawings of your shape overlapping each other, of different sizes if you can. Again, don't worry too much about them being perfect drawings, we just want to make an impression. Overlap the shapes to fill the page. If you want to keep going, you can use colour to work into the spaces of your drawing. Use 1, 2 or more colours if you wish. Be playful with it and have fun. Don't worry too much about what it looks like, just enjoy. And there you have it, your very own piece of abstract art inspired by your walk.
Streetlights, remember my way home. My feet are on the open road.